Wait, it's been 10 fucking years since I've uploaded my first video onto this godforsaken website. Jesus, time surely flies, doesn't it? What? God, it feels like only like yesterday that I started doing this kind of shit, but wow, okay. Didn't think I'd be doing this still after 10 years, but at the same time, I'm happy I did, eh? So, 10 years, huh? Wow. Lot has changed, definitely. And, well, I've been racking my brain for quite a while at this point, trying to figure out what I would wanna do to celebrate this occasion, let's just call it that. And, well, since a lot, and I mean a lot of stuff has happened in these 10 years, I thought, hey, why not compile some of the funniest, most interesting, or just, you know, base level stuff about me, my channel, and my Discord server, and put it in an Iceberg, because that hasn't been done to death before, has it? Well, it's the first time I'm doing an Iceberg video, so, you know, I guess it's my time to throw my hat in the ring. So, yeah, here we go. Enjoy this, I don't know how long this video is gonna take, but enjoy the length and enjoy me just rambling for quite a while. The sky. Jessica Puella Kaiser. Ah yes, well if you don't know who that is, then I think you're living under a bit of a rock if you're following me around. But just to reiterate, Jessica, also known as Jessica Puella Kaiser, see the thing there with Puella Kaiser, PK, she's my mascot. And, well, the story how she started is actually quite interesting. I had a different mascot, which we'll cover later in the Iceberg, and at some point we just kind of gender bent him, and it just kind of evolved into Jessica down the line, and she just kind of morphed into her own character, so, you know, really not able to say she's a self-insert at this point. She's just her own thing, and I love her, and she is precious, and yeah, she's great. Absolutely great. Vor PK. Ah yes, if you look at my server, there's quite a few people who have the nickname Vor PK on there, and personally, I still have no real idea where this really came from. I don't even like Vor. No offense to anyone who likes Vor, as in, like, just enjoying the fetish, but I don't know where the whole meme came from. The only hunch I have is that back when I was like starting off at Discord and I was like in the Mega Man chat room Discord server, which I think now is dead, there was like this one War Day, like the yearly War Day or something I think that was, and we just infiltrated a War server and got instantly banned, so that was fun. But yeah, other than that I have no idea where it came from, but I guess it's a bit of a meme. PK's bad jokes. Well, you know, I like telling bad jokes. It's funny, it's my passion, it's just... it's great. Some people say I do dad jokes, and you know, I cannot really refute that, except for the fact that I am not a father yet. At least I hope not. God, if I fathered a child somewhere, don't get in touch with me, I do not want to pay child support. But yeah, my bad jokes, they are quite horrible. But as they say, jokes are like cheese. The better ones are the smelly and stinky ones. Apparently. I don't know. PK's abundance of luck. Well, everyone always says I have a shit ton of luck, but nah, I don't. See, that's the running joke. I always refute that I have luck, but apparently I do have luck? Honestly, it's kinda hard to tell, but I've had some really weird occurrences happen in some games, especially like in Mario Party 4. At the end of the game, there's always this like roulette or like lottery thing, and I've never seen anyone win that, and the one time we played like online, I won that. And everyone was freaking out. That was kind of funny. But yeah, like, and sometimes in Lost World, in the gacha system, I also kind of get some characters I want to pull. But the thing is, I play the odds, you know? I kind of try to like push the odds in my favor by doing a lot of pulls and shit, so it's not that I'm lucky, it's just that I'm kind of playing the odds, so to speak, you know? That's just how it is. PK's wife. Well, I don't technically have a wife yet, but I do have this really amazing girl, and I did already propose to her, so she's my fiance, and I guess at some point she will be my wife. And you know, I'm just so happy that I have her. She's really lightening my life up to an enormous degree, and I don't know how life would be without her at this point anymore. She's just so great, and I'm really happy to be spending my life with her now, so yeah, shoutouts to her. Critically ranking. Ah yes, the series that came out of my pessimism and rage and fuming anger. Yeah, this actually started with me just wanting to shit on the Mega Man franchise because I've got quite a history with that, but the way I kind of organized the whole series with like playing a level and then putting it in the tier list, I really like the format. It's really fun, and I'm really happy that I've been able to branch out of the Mega Man games now, and I've been starting doing like the Mario games now, the Zelda dungeons, and even Kingdom Hearts to an extent. So I'm really happy with where critical ranking has been going. It's definitely one of my favorite series to do lately. And yeah, it's just great to sometimes let out the critic in me and just be pissed, but in a justifiable way, which is just fun, you know. Pokemon streams. Well, I've been on a bit of a retrospective of Pokemon the past couple years. I've started with Yellow as like one of my first steps back into streaming, and that was really fun. And I've just been going through all the Pokemon generations more or less with like Heart Gold, Emerald, the GameCube one, Colosseum, that's what it was called, there we go. And like just moving on through Sinnoh, Unova, fucking Kalos, Alola, and Gala. And soon, hopefully soon, I think next month actually, we should be going back to some more Pokemon streams with Scarlet and Violet releasing, so that should be exciting. I'm really looking forward to that, so yeah, I hope you are too. Mother 3. One of my favorite games, I have to say. It's such a good game. I love Mother 3, and I've done a Let's Play of the game, and I'm so glad that I finally got around to doing that Let's Play, because this is just one of my favorite games, and I really wanted to showcase it. And I you know what, now that I'm talking about it again, I kind of want to replay it again. That's just the kind of game it is, you know. I love playing that game. I just absolutely love playing the game. It's great. You should play it too if you haven't already. This is just a huge recommendation there, so yeah, give it a shot. Angry Russian Kid. Ooh, we're getting in some server lore now. So I was streaming Spore, and some weird Russian dude just came into the stream and was all weird and stuff, and then he joined my Discord server, and he was also very weird and shitposty and weird. Oddly enough, he was also really horny for Emil, especially because of his profile picture, which we'll get into later. And he also said that Sam was just super boring because he was trying to follow the rules. In the end, I just banned the guy, but that was kinda funny for a while. Yeah. Yearly server profile picture change. Yeah, that's a thing that happens because, well, I also changed my YouTube profile picture yearly, which is like a little birthday treat for me from Sepp, always coming up with a new little Jessica drawing for that, and then I compose it alongside with some fancy fonts, some nice backgrounds. It's a joint effort, and I really like how this year's turned out. It's absolutely lovely. So can't wait to see what 2023 will bring, honestly. The server is a house. Well, I mean, technically it's kind of roomy and homely feeling, but what it's really referencing is that the voice channels are named after rooms. That wasn't originally how it was, but at some point I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna call them different names, and it just kind of escalated a bit, which is kind of funny. So yeah, I think it's cool, and I think it fits, and it gives it a way more homely appearance. I like it. Austria is Australia. Yeah, everyone always makes fun of me for being Australian, even though I'm Austrian. I put up a little picture here to help you understand the difference. I hope we can finally clear the misinformation here. Wink. Babysitting the Mega Maker Discord. Oh yes, back when I was still a beta tester for Mega Maker, I was also a mod for the public server, and god, at some point it just absolutely devolved because this game just attracted so many babies. Guys got in babies, and it was just, at some point well, I also got tired of Mega Man, so I just kinda phased out of that, but it's quite a thing, isn't it? That's just how it is with most fandoms. Get the kids involved and it just goes to shit, sadly. That's just how it be, huh? Glowbox Photoshop. Ah, yes, this one. So, I have a knack for just photoshopping random shit and making it quite horrific. And I think it was Tess who just posted an image of Caligarus with like this stop text thingy, and I just started photoshopping with the liquify tool, and someone said it looked like fucking Glowbox from Rayman, so I just went all the way, and this is what we ended up with. I really should do another Photoshop stream. Those are really fun. It's just fun to mess around with images in weird and uncanny ways. I don't know, I just find joy in that. Tesson's dyslexia. Yeah, the dude just can't spell at times, so it's kind of funny. Like, at first when he just came around, it was kind of hard to understand the guy when he was typing something, but nowadays I think either he's getting better or we're just understanding him better. Either way, love you, Tess, you're a cool dude. What? Yes, making fun of British people is one of my passions. Especially that they don't pronounce the T in some words, especially like water, which is water. Also, it's a reference to this one funny video where in Xenoblade 3 Uni just says water. It's great. Also, play Xenoblade 3, great game. The tip of the iceberg. Jessica is a bot. Well, not Jessica per se, but what this is referencing is the video webhook bot that I use to post whenever a new video is uploaded. It's kinda slow. It usually takes about exactly 37 minutes after a video is public for it to realize it and post it. I don't know why it's got that delay on it, but it's a bit annoying, but it works, and yeah, I could probably improve it, but it's whatever, honestly, at this point. The Amit emote. If you know, you know. But I guess to give it a little context, Amit was one of the characters that I put into my Tomodachi Life island, and this face is just so memeable that we made it into an emote, and there's a lot of funny stories about the emote and some people regarding the emote, but we'll get there a bit lower on the iceberg. Trust me, it's gonna be a hoot. Dream Rebellion. It all started when I was patching Toho 11 to put Aya into it, because I was like, yeah, that shot type would work. And then I just patched every Toho game to have Cherno and Aya playable. And then I decided to make my own story in another patch while ultra patching it, and that's what Dream Rebellion ended up being. It also includes some pretty nifty appearances from Jessica and some other characters, which is always fun. Also, if you really want to see more Jessica and Toho action, there's also TH Alt Jess on TH Crap, which has Jessica playable, and it's mostly a story centered around her. So, yeah, that's exciting. Definitely gonna be working on that a lot more. Hopefully soon I will finish Toho 8. Yeah. Austria is just Germany too. Yeah, more like better Germany, am I right, guys? Yeah, this mostly just references the fact that we both speak German, although Austria has a lot more of an accent in it, so, you know. That's pretty much it, I guess. Tomodachi Life. As I just mentioned with the Amit emote, Tomodachi Life was a stream series I did mostly after regular streams, just as a little add-on, just to vibe a bit after playing a game. And it was really fun. I think it went for like 110 episodes, and yeah, it was great. Then, however, I lost the save file because I had to totally reinstall my OS because the hard drive died, so that was annoying. Maybe someday I'll do a season 2, I don't know. I'd have to redo all the characters I want to put in again, which is annoying, but maybe someday we'll revisit it. So, who knows? Journal Day events. Journal Day is the 9th. 9-9, so, you know, because 9, Barker, Journal, haha, funny. I've done a lot of Journal Day event streams in the past, but at this point I'm kinda running out of stuff to do, so if someone has any suggestions for next year's Journal Day, please let me know, because as it stands, I am a bit dry on that stuff, so I had to skip it a bit, so yeah, that's kinda Sad, but Journal Day is always a day to celebrate, isn't it? The anchor fight! Oh, this was awful. So I was doing the critically ranking for Mega Man 10 and I wanted to showcase the DLC Mega Man Killer stages as well, and the first one I tackled was Anchors. And he absolutely butchered me. I think it took like an hour for me to beat the stage. It was awful. That boss fight is just shit. Like, dude just spazzes around. It's really hard to like predict how he's gonna move and jump. It's just annoying. Oh well. Toho profile picture daily change. At some point I decided, hey, I'm gonna just do a daily change of my profile picture and go through each Toho character. That was really fun to do, honestly. It was great. I had a great time doing that, and it really gave me a lot of spice in like how I was talking around that time, because I was like kind of personifying the characters a tiny bit. It was fun. It was fun. Maybe I should do that again sometime. That was great. Who knows? Sep, the being of misfortune. So while I am rumored to be very lucky, Sep is rumored to be quite unlucky at times, and I feel for the guy. It's sometimes very painful to see him just get absolutely butchered by games RNG or something like that. It's... if I really do have luck, sometimes I wish I could just give him a bit of that to like counteract his misfortune, but I don't think that's how luck works. Like, I don't think you can just liquefy it and put it in a drink or something. What am I even talking about? Oh, whatever. PK will never finish Xenoblade Chronicles. I will, mark my words, one day, I swear to God. So, I did start a Let's Play of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 on the Wii many years ago, but I had to cancel that because school was being a bitch. And many years after that, I decided I'm gonna do it as a stream, because I think I'll be getting a lot more done in a single recording session that way. And I did, but then the hard drive failure happened and I had to reinstall my OS and I lost the save file, so that sucked. Which means I was back at square one again for the third fucking time. But I am gonna replay to the point where I was, and I will continue playing that game at some point, I swear to God. Mostly because I really want to get to doing Xenoblade 3 at some point then for that. I kinda feel I have to do Xenoblade 1 first, so, you know. That's gonna be... I will finish it, I swear to God. 2 fat parks. Ah yes, my little stinky doggos. They do be very lazy, very sleepy, but they are so adorable and great. Love them. Not much to say there, but, you know, they're just great. Super cuddly. Mother-free, but awesome. Ah yes, the first sticker on the server. Thanks to Inter for boosting the server to make stickers happen. I think that character is like someone from Captain Underpants or something? I'm not exactly sure, but it's kind of funny, the sticker. It's funny. That's all I can say there. Dio Jess. One of the server modes. Sep at some point just had the infinite wisdom to draw Jessica in the style of JoJo, and it is extremely cursed but also really funny, so that's an emote, I guess. Primal Screech. Ah yes, another server emote. This one dates back even further, back when I was still at the old mascot, which we'll get to later in the Iceberg. So we were really, me and Sam were really finding that one Filthy Frank video funny where he was just screeching at the top of his lungs, and Seb decided to trace my character over that, and that's what that emote is. It's fantastic. Peasel! Ah, Peasel. Bit of a newcomer to the insiders, but yeah, I was starting to stream the Zelda games and I was wondering, should I use a different name than Link? And Tess just said Peasel. I was like, yes, even though I was just trying to spell please. So then I just made an artistic rendition of what Peasel might look like, and it turned into the emote. Kinda looks like a slug. Ace is gay. Ace, our local furry snow leopard dude. I don't know where it started, but everyone just always assumes the dude is gay. I don't know if he is or not, but it's a funny insider. No harsh feelings towards Ace. You're a cool dude. Love ya. Middle of the Iceberg. Tesm kicked Tesm. So when Tess first joined the server, he joined with one of his alt accounts and then immediately joined with his correct account. So now his alt has just been festering for a while. But then I gave Seb and Tess the police role since he was on vacation, and now he decided to finally kick his alt himself, which led to this funny screenshot. That's pretty much all there is to that one. War Day is every day. Well, you know, on my server there certainly is some kind of precedence to make that true, you know. Always fun to have some war in your lives. April 1st, Amit takeover. Ah, yes. As one of my April Fool's jokes, I changed the server profile picture to the Amit emote, and Try, which we'll be getting into a bit later, lost his shit completely, had a fucking massive breakdown, and it was the funniest shit ever. We'll get more into that later, but my god, it was funny. Austria is just Europe. Well, technically, yeah, of course, because anything that is Europe is just Austria, as we all know. Everything else around is just untreated land. Like, there's nothing there, obviously. It's just Austria, so, you know, that's how it goes. Goa! Goa, or Gorenchi, if you wanna be like that. Dude's a Japanese fan game creator for Toho, and he's a massive xenophobe. Once I actually just had a nice little DM conversation with him about like his view on me patching his games. He was totally fine with that, but then out of nowhere I just got blocked, so you know. That's fun. Dude just always goes on blocking sprees, and it's really weird, isn't it? Oh well. The court case. Oh my god, I finally get to talk about this in a more official way. So for those who don't know, I actually sued my own biological father over a dispute over money, and yeah, the only reason I did it was because I knew I was in the legal right, and god, there was so much funny shit in the like final court hearing there. It was hilarious, and I wish I could talk more about it, but I probably shouldn't in such an official manner. Long story short, I won, I got the money, everything's good there. Isaac streams. So after Tomodachi Live, I decided to do some Isaac streams after every stream, because why not? It's a fun game. You can throw out 1 or 2 runs every so often. That was fun. But after a time, it got a bit stale, so yeah, that's why that kind of stopped. 50? I was playing Getting Over It and absolutely not having a good time. I was already kind of pissed off, and then I was told that there's 3 achievements. One for beating the game once, the other one for beating the game twice, and the other one for beating the game 50 times. And when I heard that, I was just like, 50?! It was so funny. Like, I was just freaking out. Like, that is ridiculous. Sepp hates drawing furry / mecha. Yeah, you know, some artists just don't want to draw certain things, and especially with mecha, I can understand, because that shit's complex. Sepp asking for suggestions, but never using them. So every time Sepp wants to draw something, he's always like, I never got any suggestions, and then people make suggestions, and he's like, no, not that. And it like happens every time, and it's like, why are you asking for suggestions? It's like, it's kind of frustrating, but funny. Corruption time. This one, yeah, this was an old series I did where I just played a game while I was having a real-time corruptor turned on, and I just recorded the highlights and just had a good time. The original run went for 10 episodes, and I am definitely planning on doing a season 2 at some point. I already got a game lineup for that one. It'll happen eventually. I'm probably gonna turn it into a stream format, especially because then I can have more time with each game. But yeah, Corruption Time Season 2 coming sometime. I don't know when, I just need to find some good time for that, but I definitely want to do that again. PK pissing his pants if Raimo got in Smash. Back when the Smash Ultimate DLC characters were still not all announced, I was like, you know what? If Raimo gets in, I'm gonna piss my pants. And I was so confident that she wasn't gonna get in, that I was so willing making that bet. And if she did get in, I was gonna actually hold my promise that I was actually gonna do that. Thankfully that didn't happen. But, you know, I was pretty confident that it didn't happen. But that was quite a meme for the entire run of the DLC being revealed. So that was scary. Pirated Sonic 1 movie. Ah yes, this is a reference to the one and only movie night we ever had on the server. I'd definitely be down for more of those, but I'd need to find a way to make a VLC media player not have audio delay during Discord screen share. So if anyone has any suggestions for that, please let me know, because I would definitely love to do some more movie nights. Bedroom for the sleeper. as we already established, the server is just a big house with all the voice channels being different rooms, and the bedroom, well, it's more or less the AFK room, because when someone falls asleep, mostly Sep, in voice chat, you just drag them over in there and they just sleep off their sleepiness. It was kind of fun. Kingdom Hearts playthrough was a wasteful experience. You know, it certainly was. it certainly was. Kingdom Hearts is like, oof, quite a spicy series sometimes, and especially KH1 was like, yeah, there was some parts where I was like, yeah, that was very wasteful. Hey. The lower iceberg. The kitchen. This is a voice channel that's only reserved for women. Mostly because of the joke that women belong in the kitchen. I ain't sexist, it's just a funny joke. Don't you worry about it, okay? Everything cool. Alright. Mega Man Dissolution is dead. Mega Man Dissolution, that's a fan game, a Mega Man fan game I was working on. It kind of fell flat in depth because a lot of other stuff happened, and I kinda also grew sick and tired of Mega Man during it, so maybe someday I'll rustle up the crew again to work on it, but as it stands, probably not the highest priority. I will speak only to PK. Oh, this was funny. So some idiot stupid cunt just came in the server and was like, I wish to speak only to PK. And it was just some kind of stupid request about like me working on his fan game or some shit like that. It was stupid and everyone instantly was like, get out. And that led to this funny drawing, so you know, that's great. Austria's gay sex tape with Hungary. Well, you know, it's not as unlikely as you think, because Austria-Hungary was once a singular country, so it was once united, so you could say they were having... Okay, let's not get into that, but yeah, they were once united, and fun fact, my fiance is Hungarian and I'm Austrian, so that's a bit of a funny quinky dink, isn't it? Jessica is a lesbian. Well, not much to say there, other than to confirm the fact that she is indeed a lesbian. She likes women, and she is a woman, so, you know, that's fun. Jessica is an Australian. Well, technically she's Austrian, so yeah, that's actually kinda true, but also kinda wrong. But yeah, she is Austrian, just like I am, so that's like where the self-insertness of her ends for me. How to play 3DS games on your PC and get ROM Citra emulator tutorial. My god, that's quite a mouthful, isn't it? Yes, this video is, funnily enough, my most watched video. I made it in like 5 minutes, but somehow, through the power of clickbait, it actually really took off, so that was fun. Probably won't do anything like that ever again, but if I do, I'd probably stick to this style of just low-effort clickbait trash in order to get another high-watched video. The reason I'm not doing that more is because I have at least some sense of dignity. PK is a furry. Well, you know, it's been a long running joke that I'm apparently a furry, which, you know, I like, see, the thing is, I can appreciate furry art, especially if it's like nicely drawn and cute and stuff, but at the same time I wouldn't call myself a fully fledged furry, but technically I have a fursona because someone commissioned someone to draw a Persona version of Jessica, which led to this fucking awesome drawing, which I absolutely love, and it's still my profile picture on Discord. It is absolutely gorgeous and super adorable, so, you know, if that means I'm a furry, so be it. Jessica is in every game ever. Now this is a bit of my own headcanon, especially because of the whole thing of Jessica always being in the thumbnails of my videos, and her trying to like fit in the style of the game most of the time. I always have it in the headcanon that she's like traveling to all these game worlds and recording what's happening in there. Kinda like with the videos being the recordings and the like entries in her like diaries and stuff. I think that's really fun, and my canon explanation of how she is able to go there is through a little Dream Rebellion plot point of the Porter Room in Dream Rebellion episode 12, where the Porter Room just leads to every world imaginable, which is pretty much my go-to excuse for how did she get here, how did she get there. So, you know, it's my headcanon, it doesn't mean anything in the long run, it's just funny. The secret group chat DM. Yeah, we've had several of those in the past, especially when I'm streaming and I need some other people to co-commentate. It's just easier to organize in that way sometimes. And the most recent group of that is the FUCK group, which is an acronym. Figure it out yourselves. The entirety of Shrek. Ah yes, one time Emmett posted a really low quality rip of Shrek as just a Discord embed video link. And that was pretty funny, so if you wanna watch Shrek in the lowest quality imaginable, you know where to go. Tess is a robot. Well, he does do some wacky dodging shit sometimes in Toho, so we always just assume he's a Tess, like a tool-assisted super play. So, you know, he's a machine, the dude. But yeah, that's kinda a funny inside joke, just saying he's a robot or like a Tess. Always fun. Toho fan game translations. Ah, yes. More or less my entry point into the actual community of Toho, because I just saw some fan games that hadn't gotten any like English patches, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take up the mantle and see if I can do something like that. It was tough to like figure out how stuff worked, but yeah, I managed to do it for a couple games. I think my first one was The Alternative Age, which is Ancient. I also did a Hollow Song of Bird, which I think was my most well-received English patch, question mark? There was also a Try Focus Outside the Traditional World, which was a pain to do, trust me. Also Infinite Blade Pavilion, so that was fun. I think there's a couple more, but I'm not gonna dwell on those for now. Figure it out, there's some English patches from me if you keep digging, so those were fun. Maybe I'll return to those at some point, if the need arises. Sheldon Bazinga memes. Sometimes I just go on a rampage and find these shitty Big Bang Theory Sheldon Bazinga meme images. They are fucking stupid and ridiculous. I don't even watch the show, but these images just, they get me. They are just, I lose my shit every time. Every time. It's so funny. Tess and Seb suck ass at Megamari. Well, you know, Megamari is quite a shit game and it's really hard, so I'm not gonna put it against them, but yeah, whenever they try beating the game, it never really pans out. I've beaten the game numerous times and even I can admit the game sucks. It's really fucking difficult and it's just, nah, I wouldn't recommend playing it, I'll be honest. The soundtrack is the only good reason to play it, and even then you can just listen to that elsewhere. Seb's Megamari Vendetta. Dude's been spending years already trying to beat the game and it's never really panning out. He always gets like stuck on Iron Stage, for example, because that stage is just well designed, to put it nicely. Yeah, it's just a mess. Megamari is a shit game, don't play it. The bottom of the iceberg. Poopin'. So this all started with us just, I don't even know how this started, we just kind of started writing worse and worse variants of the name Susan, and at some point Tess just had enough and left, but we were still going, so he checked back and he was like, the fuck? And at that moment I just wrote poopin', and it's just the funniest fucking thing. Oh, that was great, that was great. Solitaire addiction. Yeah, one night Adam just stayed up all night playing Solitaire, and yeah, that's not healthy, I think. Maybe you should, like, take a break, right? Like, Solitaire, I don't even know how Solitaire works. Maybe I'm just a brainlet. Actually, I think I am just a brainlet, so, you know. Dark Slayer 415 versus Karosh 1 copy pasta. Oh god, this was annoying. Yeah, some time ago, like, some idiot always joined on alt accounts and just wrote this fucking copy pasta the entire time in a lot of Toho servers and my server. I don't know what his agenda was, like at some point he was trying to cancel Tsun, I think, or like Bravi and stuff, and it was ridiculous. That dude had problems. Austria's on a war against France. Yeah, I don't know, I wouldn't say that's a thing, really, like, it's just kinda, I mean, to be fair, French people are French, that's all I'll say about that. Server family picture, oh, this is ancient, this is many years old, and it never really came to anything. I think Adam tried to do some kind of Gmod family picture, this is like the last date it was in, and yeah, never really came out of anything, sadly, but, it's okay. Blind eye to Amit's profile picture. So, in pretty much every server Amit is in, no one ever seems to notice or care that his profile picture just has bare exposed titties on it. So, you know, it's incredible how no one seems to give a shit. I think that's really funny. PK is a mod everywhere. You know, I don't know how this started happening, but somehow I've just gained the trust of so many people that I'm like a moderator on so many Discord servers that even like I just got transferred ownership in some of them even, which is kind of funny. I don't know how it happened, but I just kind of am. It's odd, but I'm not complaining. Now draw her giving birth. This is whenever Seb draws someone or like does a character design, indeed, the first thing someone always says is, now draw her giving birth, and he never does, but maybe someday that'll happen. Here's hoping. Now draw her getting an education. Yes, the sequel, and the more important part obviously. After the kid is born, we of course need to educate the kid, so, you know, that's always important to do, right? Venting. So people think venting is an Among Us reference, and while it very well may be, it's also just a bit of like a somber place in the server that you can opt in or out of whenever you need to just like spill your heart out, and it definitely helps for some people, I think, which I'm really happy about. But I'm more happy about when this icon for the channel doesn't light up, because that means everything should be more or less fine enough that it's not needed. But if you do need it, it's there for you. Critically ranking Mega Man 2 is criminal content. So, as if Mega Man 2 couldn't get any worse. As soon as I uploaded the stream board of critically ranking Mega Man 2 onto YouTube, it got flagged as criminal content. Which I just think that's ludicrous, but apparently there was like a wave of like YouTube bots being like kinda wanky at that time. So I just signed an appeal and it did get revoked, thankfully, but that was quite annoying, I'll be honest. Like, that was stupid. Inter soundboard. Yes, if you know what a soundboard is, you know how this is gonna turn into. Inter had a soundboard, and every time in voice he just played some random sounds, and at some points the comedic timing was perfect, but in other times it was just ear rape, and you know, yeah, but at least that doesn't happen anymore. It was kinda funny when it was timed right, but it barely was, sadly. Minecraft SMP. Yeah, Seb, Emmett and me, we did do like 2 streams of just playing on a Minecraft multiplayer server, and nothing really came of that. Mostly because for me at least, I just can't play Minecraft for a long period of time anymore. I just get directionless, I just have no idea what to do. I'm just not that creative of a person, I guess, so maybe Minecraft just isn't for me. Got a hiccup there, oops. The porn video baits. So you know when you post something in a loot channel and it's got like titties in the first frame, but then you click on the video and it's literally just some random stupid shit. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Kinda funny sometimes, but sometimes I just wanna see some titties, goddammit! Satania oven gif. All I can say about this one is, crispy. The Depths. The Trilogy. Now we finally get into the spicy stuff. So there's 3 short little stories about Tri. First of all, he absolutely despises the Amit emote, which is, you know, kind of funny because it's like the most used emote in the server, so that was always great. Another fun thing is, sometimes he had like some issues he needed solving, and whenever someone came forward with a solution, he was like, no, I don't wanna do that, that's not gonna work. Even though it's literally the first result you get when you Google something. So, you know, instead of taking the help, dude just fucking complains and is like, oh my god. At one time, I was streaming something, and he pinged me, specifically, me, with another stream. Like, how tone deaf do you have to be to do that? Like, what the fuck? And to make it better, he hates being pinged himself if it's not important, and yet he pings me with just a random ass stream. Like, what the fuck? Old PK character design. I've touched on this one before, but now we finally get to see the cunt. Yes, this was my self-insert more or less before Jessica, and the dude had a pimping appearance after he got like a bit more of an upgrade on his art style, but yeah, kind of pimpy, but kind of wank as well in a weird sense. Every character is Jessica. Now this sounds more visceral than it really is, because really all it is whenever Sepp put a drawing in back in the day, everyone always just assumed it was Jessica, even if it wasn't, that kind of pissed the guy off, so, you know. Server hugging, do not research. Yeah, you know, this sounds really scary, like some kind of demonic, satanic ritual, so maybe let's not research that, or that just sounds scary. Unnormal days. Ah yes, this is the story that Sepp is always working on, and he loves talking about it, and it's quite fun always. Jessica's also a character in there. If you wanna know the ins and outs of that story, I'm not gonna give a fucking summary here. Ask Sepp. He will be more than glad to tell you. The German channel age. Ah yes, when I first started off, all my videos were in German because, well, I speak German. But at some point I just decided, you know what? If I just do English videos instead, this is definitely gonna help me improve my viewership and give me a lot bigger reach, and, you know, it did. It did help, definitely, so I'm glad I made the switch. The Lost Minecraft Let's Plays. If you look at the earliest videos in my channel, you'll see a Super Mario 64 Let's Play. However, that is not the first video I uploaded. I actually started with Minecraft Let's Play, as everyone would do, but I privated that because I just felt it was a bit too cringe. The videos are still on my channel, just private, so I could at some point publish them again if I felt like it, but don't count on it. PK fucks himself. This is mostly a reference to Tomodachi Life, where my character, so PK, got married to Jessica, and then they had a fucking kid, and it was the weirdest fucking shit, because that's exactly the thing I did not want to happen, and exactly that did happen. It was so annoying. Wolfgang is the protagonist of Yeek, a postmodern RPG. Well, you know, if you just look at that character from that game, and if you know how Wolfgang looks, it's very striking and very similar. So it's kind of fun to draw the parallel there. 2 games in 1 day streams. Yeah, back in the day, especially during the Tomodachi Life era, but also while I was doing Iceberg, whenever I was done with the game for the day, I just booted up Tomodachi Life for a while and just did some stuff there, which was quite fun, but yeah, I think nowadays it's definitely better to just stick to the main event and not divert it at the end. It was quite vibey back then, but now I'm a bit more focused, I think. The Extreme Tits channel. When regular loots aren't enough and you want a bit more of that spicy fetish stuff like tentacles or BDSM, I guess? I don't know. Something like that. That's where you wanna post your stuff. Sepp has only beaten 1 Dream Rebellion game. Yeah, at least he beat 1, you know, that's better than nothing, isn't it? Yeah, he beat the Dream Rebellion episode 12, which is a mod of Toho 16, which, to be fair, is quite easy if you just spam the releases there, so hey, at least he did it. Who killed Deprichef? So Deprichef is a character that I used in my Tomodachi Life series, and he was a fucking cunt. We hated him, and at some point dude just died. So we don't know what happened there, but the murderer is probably still out there, looking for his next target. You never know who he might get next. Tries porn desperation of Jess. Yeah, like, just look at this fucking screenshot, like, what the fuck? I don't even know how to describe this, it's just weird. Server suggestions. Yeah, I put it there because I felt like, yeah, maybe that would be a good idea, but it's rarely used. But hey, it's there, if you want to use it, go for it. I'll probably not take your considerations into account though, wink. No, I probably will, but depends. It really depends. This server was a mistake. Well, you know, back in the day I did say that. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not true, but hey, mistakes can be fun as well. So even if it was a mistake, I'm still glad it's here and it's a fun time. James. So Sepp once just edited the Junko portrait from Toho 15 and turned her into James, the accountant, who apparently is Jongo's husband now, and it looks so cursed, but also so funny. So that was fun. The lost dog video from Inter. So one day, Inter was fucking ass drunk. I think it was the first time he was ever drunk, and he just wrote the random shit into the server. I tried to just get him to go to sleep because I wasn't having any of this bullshit. But then he just uploaded a video of him yelling at some dog. That was quite fun, wasn't it? Senf. So I don't know where Senf came from or what he wants, but I absolutely adore him. He is great and I would love an official amiibo of Senf. Seraph is Omori / Sunny. I mean, if you just look, it's close enough, I guess. Especially in their sense of apathy and hollowness at times. Yeah, I think it fits. Omori Mari is Abnormal Days Mari. Well, they're both named Mari. That's... yeah... Child creation stream. Yeah, hey, editor, can we just cut that on? Fuck Mojibake. All my homies hate Mojibake. Ito tried to play a Chinese ROM hack, or like just a Chinese hack of Plants vs Zombies, and well, he didn't have Chinese locale installed, so when he tried to launch the game, it was all gibberish and even more unreadable than normal Chinese would be. Mojibake in itself is literally just the absence of the correct font face, which just leads to gibberish characters being displayed instead of the actual Chinese characters. So yeah, that's a bit of lesson on Mojibake. Seb is lost in the forest. So one time Sam was walking home and he just decided to hop into the voice chat and just open up his front camera and just give us a tour of the forest. And we just made a joke about like him just getting lost and he had to pick up a stick to defend himself. It was fun. That was the funniest shit. The Void. Austria did World War II. You know, I guess they're not fully wrong, cause like, you know, the funny Adolf man did originate from Austria, so I guess that's true in some extent, sure. PK was a woman. I can't believe people still think that. Just because I always use funny anime girls as my profile pictures because I think they're just cute and stuff, people assume I'm a fucking woman. But hey, if they wanna think that, let them think that. As it stands, I am PK. I am one. I am immortal. Lost members, do not research. You know, sometimes people just leave the server, and that's okay. They just don't vibe with the place or something, and it's just, that's okay. But yeah, they do turn into lost members in that sense, don't they, huh? PK doesn't like story. So, okay, seriously, just because I don't like certain stories of certain games doesn't mean I hate every story in every fucking game. And every time someone says I don't like story, I have to like go back and say like, hey, I like stories from those games, for example, and I am not opposed to a story, but if the story is shit, then of course I won't like it, so shut the fuck up! Every user is personalized. Wait, yeah, like, every person is its own person, so technically every user is personalized, unless we talk about alt accounts, but do we really? PK's Twitch channel. So before Twitch started going to absolute shit, I did stream on Twitch before migrating to YouTube. But yeah, that's pretty much what that means. Ahmed's lost channel points. So this ties in with the previous entry. So when I was on Twitch, there was this feature called channel points, or Jesse coins as I rebranded them, and Ahmed was grinding the fuck out of those. He has like a shit ton there, so if I ever return to Twitch, well, he still has a good, long, stash of those. Yeah, let's call it that. The Pissberry. So for some reason in Tomodachi Life, there's like these weird hats of like strawberries and stuff, but the one color is yellow. Like, I have never seen a yellow strawberry before, so that's just weird. But we just gave that to Ahmed and it fit him perfectly and it was so funny. I heard someone. So my me in Tomodachi Life, I gave him the most apathetic and pissed off voice ever. And like, in exactly this first stream, Like when I put in the second character, he was instantly like, I heard someone. It was the funniest shit. Player 2 Jessica, plus other Jess colors. So we've got various flavors of Jesses throughout the years. The most common one is of course the red Jessica, which is like the Mario to Jess's Luigi because she's green and player 2 would be red then, you know, kind of swapping that around. But we got some other flavors for you to enjoy or not enjoy, so that's always fun. The Uncropping Shitlord. Seb. Whenever Seb posts a meme, most of the time he just cannot be bothered to crop it properly, and we always have to make fun of him for that. Yet he never learns. Curious how that works, huh? To understand how to draw her, read the document. So one time Seb wanted to draw Serenai, which is one of Bravi's characters, and then Bravi just sent Seb a 10-page Google document to make him better understand how to draw, and it was kinda ridiculous. Like, just give me like a character sheet or something, like, you know, it's fucking hell. How do you do? Ado. So in Tessim's Ultra patch of the what is it called? The Shadowing Sky or something like that? The Shattered Sky, there we go. Got it. He put Jess in, and one of Jess's famous catchphrases from that is, how do you do ado? Which is quite funny, I have to say. The Cursed Chats channel. So this I made for all the people that have managed to get blocked by Try, which is not a hard achievement to make. You can still make it happen today if you are feeling up to the challenge. But yeah, this channel is mostly for really degenerate and cursed shit that I before did not allow on the server, but hey, if it's like in this really quarantined kind of channel, why not, I guess. The Cursed Channel Raid Bunker. So yeah, the server had a raid. It sucked, it was kinda annoying, and I wasn't available to deal with it instantly, so yeah, that sucked. But oddly enough, the Cursed Channel got to be the safest channel during that time, which was kinda ironic and funny. Döner in die Hose. Do not research. I will eat you. Oh jeez, do I really have to talk about this again? Do I? Fine. So I was playing Kirby Superstar on the SNES, or Kirby's Fun Pack as it is known in Europe, I think. And during the gourmet race in the last race, I just started singing random bullshit, starting with Döner in die Hose, and just devolved from there, and it was one of the worst experiences ever, and I have sworn to never, ever sing again after that. Who is PKWeegee 1337? You know, that is actually a good question, because who really knows who I am? Do even I know who I am? Maybe the character of PKWeegee 1337 has evolved beyond my grasp alone, and is now its own sentient being. Video discussions. Ah yes, just like server discussions, this is a bit of a rarely used channel, actually a bit more used than server discussions, but yeah, it's still pretty bare in there. Every user is mentally ill. See, that really depends on how we define mentally ill. Technically, no person is truly normal. Some kind of issue always has to arises in the mind of a person, even if it's the most minor thing. We could still technically say they are mentally ill in some capacity. Not saying anyone really is a fucking retard or anything here, but if you wanna be really specific and really minute about it, maybe. PK loves getting cucked? I do not. Moving on. Tess stole a cat? Well, he didn't really steal a cat, but this one random cat just always comes up to him and just follows him around, so we always just make fun of him for, he steals it. And it also sometimes goes into his house for some reason, which is kinda weird, actually. I think that cat is like a government spy drone or something. Amit is the second mascot. Considering how often the Amit emote is used, yeah, I think it would fit for the server. Why not? Amit adores Shield Hero. Yeah, he really does. He even went on a huge rant on why he absolutely loves Shield Hero. Wink. Alfie is French. So this is a pretty little known fact, but yeah, Alfie is indeed French. It may not look it, but he is lurking. PK's face and age. I'm 24. And I mean, I guess you're just waiting for that. It's not a face reveal, let me just be clear. It is not a face reveal because I've shown my disgusting ass face before in the past. But to be fair, back then I looked way more like a naked mole rat. But I did experiment with face cam in the past, so this ain't news. But hey, this is what I look like now. Got way longer hair thanks to the pandemic, so that was fun. Yeah, it's been 10 years, hasn't it? I was 14 when I uploaded my first video onto YouTube. 14 and now 24. I did not think I would be doing this stuff in 10 years still, but here we are, and you know, I don't regret it. I'm happy with what I've been doing and what I am doing. So, you know, again, I can't complain. And it's led to just so many exciting communities that I've met and created, even with like my own server and my own channel and everything. It's been great, and I really hope that we'll be able to have 10 more years to go, if not more, hopefully. So the 20th anniversary, maybe that'll happen as well. I hope so, because that would be fun. But yeah, it's been a wild fucking ride, hasn't it? But in the end, I'm happy I've done the ride. I'm super grateful for all the people I've met throughout all these years. And I'm super thankful to all the people who stuck through all this bullshit with me together. It's never been easy. Never been easy. But at the same time, hey, when is life ever easy? Exactly, never. And I think now you'll finally see why I don't use facecam a lot, or at all. I just don't think I'm very expressive. I'll have to look at this in editing right now. I'm not looking at the preview right now, because then I'll be looking upwards at my monitor, not at the webcam. I hope this works out like that, I don't know. I'm just totally off script, I'm just kind of rambling. But hey, I guess maybe that's what people want, just to see some uncut live PK footage. Like a fucking cursed video or something. Yeah, this is quite cursed, isn't it? But see, the thing is, I've been kind of playing around with the idea of doing a bit more live action stuff. Maybe like some stuff with me like in the kitchen, maybe like trying to cook some stuff or something. I think that could be fun. Or just kind of reviewing some IRL stuff. Again, I'm thinking about some things, and if the demand is there, I'd definitely be willing to give that a try, like expand my horizons and stuff. I'd be down, honestly. What else? Honestly, there's not much else to say right now. I can't think of anything else to say, at least. Except thank you all for just being here. All 700 plus people that have subscribed to the channel. You guys are the best, the most awesomest people ever, and I wouldn't be here now without you guys. Let me just be honest. Not in the sense that I would be offing myself, that's a whole different story that I don't want to get into right now, but in the sense that the YouTube channel and my server and everything just wouldn't be where it is today without everyone. So, you know, it's not just me that's doing all the work, it's you guys that are willing to support me in what I'm doing, even if it's just by watching the video, giving a like, or just vibing with me in a weird way, or in a fun way, I don't know. Again, I'm just rambling. I didn't write a script for this part because I felt it should just be natural, without me just reading off a script. I actually have been reading off a script for the entirety of the Iceberg. I've just been thinking, or saying what I've been thinking most of the time. I did write little notes, but that's about it. Because I hate writing scripts, let me be honest. I just don't like it, because then I just end up reading off the script line for line, and it just feels very stale and unnatural. So yeah, I just like being natural, being myself, and yeah. God, that's another thing actually that I can mention right now. Yeah, actually doing all these videos really helped me personally with like finding my voice and finding my finding my calling in like how I act, how I talk to people and everything. Cause back in the day I was the shyest, most autistic cunt you've ever seen. I ain't talked to anyone, so actually me starting a let's play thing was a bit of a weird novel idea for someone like me, but I guess not knowing who you're talking to, or even if you were talking to anyone really, that helped a lot. And I feel like I've definitely grown in that sense a lot throughout these years. And yeah, I hope I can continue to grow even further with all of that. And I think I definitely did succeed in a way. Even if I didn't get like 1,000 subscribers or 800 or something like that, I don't care. The fact that I've got 700 is insane enough already. Like, try filling a room with 700 people. That's already like a lot of people. So, you know, I think I've achieved something, for me at least, that I think is really awesome and really great. And yeah, I'm probably just talking in circles right now. I don't care. I just don't want this live action bit to end too quickly, I guess. But I think I've done enough rambling now that I can just say thanks for watching, everyone, and let's meet back in the next video. Bye.